Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Health and Safety Management at Workplace. Today being the 30th of October 2024, we're going to be looking at consulting with employees on health and safety at workplace. The objectives, viewers would appreciate the phrase consulting with employees by an employer. Then would familiarize with employers' responsibilities or duties. Then rehearse the employees' duties. Acknowledge the composition of safety committee, their roles, and then that of the roles of unionized workers on health and safety at workplace. All right, let's move straight into action and we spend no time. We want to do this snappy, but if you have any question, don't hesitate to send to the email as shown on the screen or any of the social media contacts. Critique this presentation for an improvement and for knowledge sharing. We critique it for knowledge sharing, expansion in knowledge. It is a realistic or a practical kind of lesson, not just theoretical, but practical in a sense. All right. It is legally binding or mandatory that every workplace organization that has 5 or more workers must take health and safety more serious, even if it's only a sole trader. But because there are more than 5 employees, then of course some written documents must be seen and must be seen to be done. All right. So then consulting with employees becomes mandatory and is legally binding out of Health and Safety Act 1974 by the UK, meaning that the employer must speak, call a meeting, speak, talk with employees and listen to employees' views. Factor the employees' view in any health and safety arrangement that is come up. All right, that is how we consult. You meet them, you speak with them, you talk with them, you listen to them, you take their feedback, then factor it in the arrangements of health and safety. Employers must consult with the unionized workers, their leaders. Unionized workers have leaders and they have selected some members of the union to be health and safety representatives for them. So mind you, the employer has to consult them when there is health and safety arrangements to be put in place. Maybe new machinery has come up or a new site has come up that they have to go. Maybe it's for training and stuff like that. You need to consult and an employer has to consult them because apparently unionized workers train their own health and safety experts or representatives for the organization. So it is incumbent and it's more of respect to be shown to the unionized workers that because you train yourself in health and safety at workplace, you've taken a certain responsibility, the employer must respect that bit of it. And so respect is reciprocal. All right. Where there are no unionized workers, the employer has a direct responsibility to the employees to explain to them what the risk involved is in the job they are doing, what the hazards are, near misses, records and stuff like that. Explain to them what health and safety means at the workplace and exactly what it means in terms of what near misses or accidents. Okay. Then let's move to employer's duty. The employer, by law, Health and Safety Act 1979, is to set up a safety committee at the workplace. Some organizations have over 100 workers, so it's not going to be easy. We'll look at how that safety committee is formed. All right. It's mandatory that the employer relate to the trade unions representatives at the workplace. I mean, I've said it. Then, anytime the employer is introducing a new equipment, he has to consult, meaning he has to meet with the workers or the union representatives on health and safety. Then, of course, explain to them the hazards, the near misses, and listen to them. Take their feedback, factor it in the health and safety arrangement. That is a much better way because it's two-way. They are working on it. You have provided as the employer, and they are the workers who are going to use the tools or the equipment. So you have to listen to them. How a certain congenial work environment will have to occur to protect everyone at the workplace. Other than that, the employer will run the risk of what? A criminal charge or a civil charge. When we say criminal charge and civil charge, this criminal and civil laws, that's apply in health and safety. With criminal charges, it could be murder and stuff like that, could come out at workplace, and that must be taken care of. So to take care of it is to know your health and safety regulations and put it in practice. Civil liabilities comes in, that's you don't get imprisoned, but you get fined by the court. So to avoid that, the employer must what? Talk with the employees, must listen to them, must take their feedback and incorporate it in health and safety arrangement. Okay, arrangement of emergency procedures. You have to talk with the workers or the unionized workers, their representatives. In terms of new equipment, in terms there's a law change, instead of health and safety training, you have to talk with them. You have to consult them. See, all these have health and safety implications, and you have to pay them for the time you are meeting them. Don't say the meeting is unpaid. The meeting on health and safety is unpaid. As an employer, do not say that. Take it as part of the work and you pay them. So those are some of the duties of the employer to the employee when it comes to health and safety, exactly with consulting with employees. Then what are the employees' responsibilities under consulting with health and safety? Consulting in health and safety with the employees. The employees also have a duty, but they do not have a legal responsibility, unlike the employer. The employees have no legal responsibility, but one, they must take good care of themselves. Every employee at workplace must act wisely, such that his or her health is not compromised whilst at work. 2, he or she must attend the induction training on health and safety. 3, he or she must follow all the required trained instructions on use of equipment, chemicals, and any other object at the workplace, such that he or she stays safe. Follow the health and safety training instructions carefully to stay safe at workplace. Nobody goes to work to get harmed. It's not the wish of anyone to go to work and get harmed. All right. Then use the equipment as instructed, as I've reported. Then, of course, report near misses and accident cases to your supervisor as an employee and let it be recorded. Attend training sessions on health and safety. It's also mandatory. All right. Though it is not legally binding that can go to court, but it is worth taking note of. All right. So those are some of the responsibilities of the employees or employees' duty under consulting with employees' health and safety. The bit is that when it comes to unionized workers, they have representatives for health and safety at the safety committee. The law requires that an organization must set up a safety committee